On the sweeping grasslands of Central Asia, the Saiga antelope roams, a relic of the Pleistocene, as ancient as the mammoth, yet persisting in the modern era. Its distinctive bulbous nose dominates its face, an oddity evolved not for aesthetics, but as protection. This is an animal shaped by the extremes of its environment, a wanderer of the steppe, whose migrations are as vast and storied as the lands it has traversed for millennia. The Saiga antelope once roamed the Eurasian steppe in large migratory herds. Their domain spans from the semi-desert regions of Kazakhstan to the grassy plains of Russia's steppe, reaching into Mongolia and Uzbekistan. With a propensity for open, sparse vegetation areas, these antelopes have adapted to an array of habitats where the grass whispers stories of ancient migrations. In physical presence, the saiga is modestly proportioned, with adults standing at a height of around 60 to 70 centimeters, 24 to 28 inches at the shoulder, despite their small stature. Weighing between 36 and 63 kilograms, 79 and 139 pounds, they are built for endurance and capable of covering great distances to forage for food and avoid predators. Their light build and keen senses are the saiga's natural response to life in the vast and variable expanse of the steppe, and their numbers, once in the millions, painted the grasslands with life. Their unique nasal structure, an oversized, flexible proboscis, is an adaptation to the dusty summers and freezing winters. This bulbous nose warms up the frigid air before it reaches their lungs in winter and filters out the summer dust, a natural marvel of evolution's design. Their primary predators include wolves and humans, with wolves being a natural threat in their habitat. To avoid these predators, saigas prefer open areas where they can easily spot danger and use their exceptional speed to escape. Their choice of habitat, semi-deserts, grasslands, open woodlands and steppes, is thus not only a preference for feeding, but also a strategic choice for survival. Here in these open areas, they are capable of running at speeds reaching up to 50 miles an hour or 80 kilometers, which is their primary defense mechanism against predators. Additionally, their migratory behavior plays a role in their defense strategy. By migrating across long distances, they can escape areas with higher predator densities or environmental conditions that might make them more vulnerable. This nomadic lifestyle is a key aspect of their survival strategy, allowing them to continuously seek out safer habitats. When it comes to eating, this nomadic herbivore, gracing the steppes of Central Asia, thrives on an eclectic diet that ensures its survival across the seasons. These creatures are not hunters, but are adapted to graze on a wide array of flora, including grasses and lichens that pepper their vast habitat. Remarkably, the saiga can digest plants that are toxic to other animals. This evolutionary trait has turned adversity into an advantage on the sparse grasslands. Their foraging is not constrained by time either, as they're known to adapt their feeding to the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, optimizing their energy during the extreme temperatures they face. The saiga's dietary flexibility is complemented by its ability to cover considerable distances in search of food, embodying the true spirit of endurance that their migratory lifestyle demands. These movements allow the saiga to continuously access fresh feeding grounds and evade the harshness of the seasonal extremes. This behavior ensures the well-being of the individual saigas and the health of the steppe ecosystem, as their grazing patterns influence the vegetation structures and, thus, the overall biodiversity of the region. When it comes to reproduction, the Saiga antelope exhibits a fascinating approach, distinct in its own right. The mating season for Saiga antelopes begins in November, when males, known as stags, engage in combative displays to win over females. The victorious stag then leads a herd comprising 5 to 50 females. Following a gestation period of 5 months, females congregate for birthing. Remarkably, 2/3 of these births result in twins, while the rest are single calves. The young saigas are weaned at about 4 months of age, with females reaching reproductive maturity at 7 to 8 months and males starting to breed at 2 years. Saiga antelopes are also highly social and gregarious animals, forming large herds. They are diurnal and spend most of their time grazing in steppes and grasslands. The social structure of saiga antelopes is characterized by their nomadic and migratory nature. They live in large herds, which offers them protection and increases their efficiency in finding food and water. The herds are typically led by a dominant male during the mating season. Outside of this period, the herds are more fluid, with individuals joining or leaving as they migrate across their vast range. Yet, a sad story has evolved as of late, one that has led to the decimation of their population. But the saiga antelope story with humanity is about adversity and hope. These antelopes, once abundant across the Eurasian lands, suffered a dramatic decline in numbers post the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Hunting, driven by the demand for traditional medicinal uses of their horns and unregulated poaching for meat, pushed saigas to the brink of extinction. Yet, in the face of such adversity, human intervention has also been their salvation. International conservation efforts, led by a coalition of governments and organizations, have worked tirelessly to restore the saiga's population. Previously classified as critically endangered, the saiga antelope's red list status has been updated to near threatened, a significant improvement attributed to concerted conservation efforts over the past 2 decades. Take, for example, the saiga population in Kazakhstan, which in 2005 had plummeted to a mere 39,000 individuals. However, through dedicated efforts by the Kazakh government, research organizations, and national and international NGOs, the population has rebounded to nearly 2 million. Dedicated anti-poaching patrols, habitat preservation, and the establishment of protected areas have been pivotal. Additionally, initiatives to understand and mitigate disease outbreaks, which have decimated populations in the past, have proven crucial. The implementation of international trade regulations on saiga products, particularly their horns, has also played a role in curbing illegal poaching activities. This recovery provides proof of the effectiveness of various conservation strategies and the establishment of major new state-protected areas. But despite this success, challenges remain. Ongoing threats, including poaching, illegal trade, disease, climate change, disturbance, and infrastructure development. The current population in Russia stands at 38,000, up from 4,500 in 2016. Uzbekistan hosts around 500 saigas, and a 2023 census reported 15,540 individuals of the Mongolian subspecies. Continued conservation action is essential to ensure the saiga antelope's long-term sustainable future across its range, including in Kazakhstan, Mongolia, the Russian Federation, and Uzbekistan. Through such multifaceted conservation actions, the saiga antelope is slowly but steadily reclaiming its place on the steppe. The species' resurgence from a near catastrophic population low to a path toward recovery is a positive one, thanks to concerted human effort. It's a story that underscores not only the fragility of wildlife in the face of human expansion, but also the potential for recovery, provided there is a will to make amends. This iconic antelope of the Central Asian steppes, with its remarkable snout and storied migrations, continues to require unwavering conservation commitment to ensure its place in the wild for generations to come. Once teetering on the brink of extinction, this unique species has made a remarkable comeback, showcasing the positive impact of international cooperation and dedicated conservation strategies. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about fascinating animals around the world, subscribe to our channel. Until next time, see you in the next video.